What's up, what's going on, legends, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're jumping into Call of Duty Vanguard and we're going over some tips and tricks on how to unlock gold camo on the handguns. Now, I think the best way to attack this is to go over each of the individual challenges, giving tips along the way, with the exception of the last three, because those are going to vary depending on the handgun that you're using, as they are specific to attachments for that weapon. But before we jump into it here, if you guys do enjoy this content anytime or find this video helpful in any way, make sure you show your support for the channel by going down below and smashing that like button. Let's go ahead and throw in an easy goal of 50 likes on today's video, as well as if you guys would like to find your way back to the channel for more Call of Duty content, make sure you guys do hit that subscribe button alongside that notification bell so we don't miss you in future videos. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and dive into our camo challenges here. So for the first one, we do have eliminations. Eliminations are simple. You're just going to take people out, and I have a hard time believing that you're going to get this all the way leveled up without doing all of the eliminations. So we're going to go ahead and move past that. I don't think there's really anything we have to cover. If you guys are having a hard time taking people down, you guys can go over to hardcore, but I'm telling you, the pistols or handguns in this game are fairly powerful, so you guys shouldn't have too many issues, especially if you're working on leveling it up. Now for our second category, we're going to be looking at headshots. Headshots are a little bit more challenging with the handguns, but you just aim a little high. If you get any opportunities to sneak up behind people, make sure you run up behind them, shoot them in the back of the head, get that free kill. Now it's obvious that you can jump into hardcore for easier times with the headshots because it's going to be a one tap to the head. However, I will say with the top break, which is the Magnum-like handgun, you're going to one tap people anyway, and the handguns are pretty powerful in this, so I don't think it's necessary to go into hardcore unless you're just truly struggling. For the third camo, where you're looking at multi-kills, it's going to be double kills or better. This can be kind of tough, but if you line people up nicely, you'll be able to take them out pretty quickly. You could jump into hardcore for this. This is one of those that you might find people side by side. One bullet might take out multiple people. However, I think just overall how good the pistols or handguns are in this game, you're not going to struggle too much on getting, two people standing side by side, sneak up behind them. You're going to be able to pop them both real quick. I also think that overall, you shouldn't have too many issues getting this completed, for the simple fact that you're going to have to get so many eliminations before you actually have all of the camo challenges unlocked anyways. Now for our fourth category, this one's going to be a lot more difficult for some people than others. It's going to be getting bloodthirsties, or 5 kills without dying, and they expect you to do it 30 times. Now do whatever it takes to get this completed. If it takes sitting in a corner watching an angle for 5 minutes to get your 5 kills, if you're only getting 1 per game, it's better than 0. Whatever it takes to get the kills, camp. Go and jump in hardcore. I will say hardcore is not always the best, just because you could die as easily as you can take people down. And for me, I think it was just easier to play strategically and do this in core than it would be to jump into hardcore and go through that struggle. So just play smart, camp if you have to. You will get those bloodthirsties, I promise. It is 30, it's a lot to ask for, but you guys will make it. The next camo challenge that we have here is going to be 50 long shots. Now this is going to be one of the harder challenges to complete. Just because you are using a handgun, you're going to have to hit multiple shots. It's not going to be quite as easy to be accurate at a long range, and that's where this one really comes in, but it is only 50, and on Das Haus, you can use the center lane. You could probably jump into hardcore and get, this done really quickly. I didn't necessarily jump into hardcore, just because the amount of eliminations you have to get to complete all of these challenges or get all of these challenges unlocked was so many. I just wanted to see how my progression would go, and I was able to actually get my 50 long shots before I was even able to level this up all of the way. So if you guys are getting to the end of maxing the level and you're not quite done with your long shots, maybe jump into hardcore at that point and you'll be able to finish it up nicely. But Das Haus is definitely big enough in the middle lane. You guys will be able to aim down that, as you guys see in the gameplay that I have in the background, and you'll hit long shots all day long. I was able to get like 11 plus in one match, and it didn't take that many matches to obviously complete it overall. The next challenge we have is going to be probably one of the more difficult as well, being that it is point blank kills. They expect you to get 50 point blanks using a handgun. Now with the machine pistol, probably not going to be a big deal. With the top break, if you manage to clip somebody in the head, probably not going to be a big deal. With the other more semi-automatic based pistols or handguns, it's probably going to be a little bit more of a challenge, but I promise you can do it. Take advantage of waiting in corners, watching people walk through doorways. Take advantage of just coming up behind people. If you feel like you need to melee them, maybe just wait it out, see if you can get that lucky just gun to the head, pull the trigger a few times, get the free kill. You do only have to get 50. You're going to have to get quite a few eliminations, like I've been saying, to get this completed. So just kind of work towards this as soon as you unlock it until you get to the maximum level, and I'm pretty confident you guys will get this completed. This is one of the more challenging ones alongside the long shots, so don't feel bad if you guys get all the way to max level and you haven't completed both of these camos yet. This is the last challenge that we're covering, as it's the only one remaining that covers all of the handguns. The last 3 remaining camo challenges are the ones that are specific to attachments, and those would have to be individual videos based on the weapon that we're talking about. So our last one that we're looking at is going to be 5 kills after recently swapping to your primary or secondary weapon. You're essentially within a certain amount of time, I don't know exactly how quick it has to be, I would say within like 5 seconds of shooting somebody and taking them down, you're going to want to have swapped to your primary weapon and then back to your secondary weapon. So essentially I just ran around swapping primary to secondary and then aim down sight, primary to secondary, aim down sight, and hope to take somebody down within that little bit of time. Essentially doing this 50 times, completing the challenge. This will probably not be the hardest challenge, but it is definitely annoying to try to remember to keep swapping weapons. If you guys manage to just put this on the focus, you guys will complete it in no time. And luckily you can do this stacked upon some of the other challenges like headshots or eliminations, just depending on where you're at when you hit this level with this weapon. Now, the last 3 challenges are annoying. Like I said, they are specific to attachments you have to use on the weapon, and none of them are stackable. You have to do them all individual, and it adds about a 300 at least eliminations. So those are going to be specific to each one, like I've been saying, and therefore we cannot cover them today. However, hopefully the tips and tricks that I've been sharing with you guys today will help you guys along the journey to getting your gold handguns completed. And if you guys have any questions or anything else that you guys would like me to cover, let me know down in the comment section below. If there's individual things that we need to go over, I can make a full video on it and we'll get these things sorted out. That's going to wrap things up for us here. Thank you guys for all the support in today's video, all the support in the channel, and I look forward to seeing y'all in the next one. Peace.